So this is kind of like a journal, if you will. It's been a little over a week, probably 9 days since I uploaded my first video to YouTube and TikTok. And I'm kind of just chronicling what I've learned over the past week. So I actually started more than 9 days ago. I had an idea for a video and I started this monstrosity here. The idea started with just this concise video in a response to that. And I actually had a pretty good idea, but then I just rambled on for 30 minutes and now it's a project, and honestly, like, I really need to splice it up into three different videos, maybe more than that, because there's three main ideas that are going on there. I'll probably just keep it as is, though, just and label it my first video just to have something that kind of shows my personal growth. But that's where I started, and I was working on that, and it was like I was starting to actually get a little disheartened. And then the Mr. Beast stuff came out where everybody was calling him a white savior, and so I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to do something current that's happening right now and see if I can crank out a video today on a current subject and see. I thought that that was like a good project to give myself and to put the other thing on the back burner. And so I did it, and I got it done. And, it was cool. I put it out, and the video came in at about 5 minutes long, which I thought was pretty good, because the other one was over 30 minutes and it was a complete disaster. And I had a nice little good thought, and there was some good stuff to it. And I put it out there and I broke it up into three shorts. So really, I got four videos out of it, and I was like, oh, wow, that's pretty impressive. And so I didn't get any views off of it. I was kind of like, wow, I didn't get anything. And so I was like, God, I don't know. And so I contemplated it and I thought about it and I was like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not, this is too safe of an approach. And really, my idea was people were saying it was bad that he did this charity work and then he filmed content off of it. And I thought that that was dumb because other people film content that is harmful to each other and make money off of it. And we're okay with that because you got like the prank videos, you got people spewing divisive content, you got people whose whole stick is just tearing people down. And we're okay with that they make money doing that. But his stick is helping people and he makes money off of that. And somehow that's evil. And I just thought that that dichotomy was really, really flawed. So I made the video, and I was a little bit sad that people didn't resonate to it. I was like, God damn, I really thought I had something good. It made me examine things. What kind of content is getting hits? And like, it's a lot of red pill stuff, and it's a lot of the pink pill, I think they're calling it now, which is basically the red pill, but from the girl's perspective. And then it's a lot of stuff on Marvel that I'm seeing. And, and then there's these videos that are really nice and really slick and well done, but I don't have the cameras and stuff to do that. I honestly, I don't have the friends to do it. So, but they are cool, like they're nice. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I could do something with a little bit more bite to it. And so the video I was working on, I actually had this that I thought was pretty good. It's kind of like it's kind of like a satire on how women will post half naked all over the internet, and just about all of them do it. They post these ridiculous thirst traps, but then at the same time, they're super upset with the objectification of women when they're absolutely doing it to themselves, right? So I thought that that was a really neat kind of thing. So I created this body shame squad here. The whole concept behind that is like they try to stop body shaming, but they show up in these really hot skimpy outfits and do super seductive poses while they're preaching to you about body shaming, and it's kind of like defeats the purpose, right? So it was a take on that. It was a take on that, but I don't have animation software, and obviously I don't know any girls this hot. Not at this stage of my life, and definitely not girls that would do this for me. And so I can't do it. I can't do the skit, but it is a good skit. And so I posted it as a short, and I posted a longer version with the explanation. I got it on there and it got like a few views. Yeah. So I did that and then I made Kim Kardashian got named Man of the Year. And I was like, oh, this is an excellent thing to do a little red pill content off of. It's not even something I really wanted to do, but I was just like, God, I don't know what to do to get hits. So I did this video and I thought it was great. Like I turned it out. It did well. I thought I really nailed everything. I thought it's a well done piece of thing, but man, it hasn't gotten any views at all. And I could see initially it got like the first 6 people that watched it liked it, right? And then like it went all the way back down to 1 thumbs up. So I guess when you get dislikes, it takes off of your likes total. I don't know how it works, but it like really went down. And then after that, it's just been sitting there. Nobody's watched it. So I guess there's a lot of people that don't like this video. And it's probably because the red pill content is too strong. I was like, damn, that was kind of disheartening. But, I've committed to trying this. I figure I'll give it a year, see what I can do. See if I can make any good videos. See if I have a voice people want to listen to. I was like, God, I tried being safe. Not safe necessarily, but being non-offensive. And so my whole stick for what I wanted to do was I wanted to make a point, but I also wanted to give credence to the other side of what they could possibly be thinking. So, it's kind of like say what you want to say, but also soften the blow. And then I was like, well, I took off the gloves. I didn't get any views. I honestly don't know what to do. But then I looked at it and I go, all these first videos I posted, they're all set to private. No wonder nobody watched them. They're on private. So I went back and I changed them to public. And then I noticed that like the shorts weren't under shorts. I made them for the requirements that it said to upload them to shorts, but they weren't showing up under shorts. So I went on to YouTube and I looked up how to make up a short and I did everything it said and it still wouldn't show up to shorts. And I tried and tried and tried to get these videos to upload to my shorts and they wouldn't do it. And I was going crazy and I'm serious. I must have worked on this 8 or 9 hours just trying to get these videos into shorts. I eventually uploaded them so many times, YouTube told me that I had maxed out my uploads for the day. So I had to quit. And so I quit and I was completely frustrated, like mad frustrated. And my dogs wanted to play ball and I kind of took it out on them because I was just grumpy about this. So I felt bad about it. So then finally I woke up the next morning and I looked at it and I found this website that said, oh, shorts may not work off your iPad. So you need to upload them from your phone. I was like, oh, dear God. So then I transferred everything to the cloud and I uploaded it to my phone from my phone and I got them to work. And after I did that, they not took off, but they got some views. And I didn't expect to get like millions of views off my first videos. But like I at least got some views. Like this one got around 600, which I was like, okay, that makes more sense. So I was like, okay, cool. All right. So yeah, I didn't have them under shorts and I didn't have them set to public. And now I can see that there's the little lock when it's a private, and if it's public, it's got this world symbol right here. And so yeah, that's good. So I saw that and I was like, that's cool. I just felt like making a video just for me, for fun. And so I started to make this one on white guilt. And basically the premise of it is that, everybody says I should have white guilt for the slavery that happened 150 years ago, which is true. I mean, that was horrible. I don't really want to get into that conversation. But honestly, like the white guilt we need to have is for the slavery that's happening today and for the exploitation of the world that America and Western culture in general does to the less fortunate nations, of which we all benefit. Black, white, Hispanic, everybody that lives in this country is living an extremely privileged life off of slaves today. complaining about slavery that happened 150 years ago is really ridiculous when we're all basically slave owners right now and doing nothing about it. And I got about 3 minutes into the audio for that, and I was like, you know what? I want to put something up today. So I'm going to just make a short, and I'm going to come back to it. I'm going to come back to it because I just wanted to see, like, I just gotten all those hits off of that, and I just kind of wanted to see what I could do. So I worked on a short, and I found it really hard to express everything that I was trying to get across in that, which was going to be like a 5-minute video. And I haven't finished it yet, but I'm going to go back to it probably later today. So I worked on the audio. God, I worked on that all day long. I worked on it all day long to get a tight minute that flowed. And it really, I struggled with the audio. I struggled with it. And was trying to shotgun it at a pace that was really quick just to get everything out. And I'm kind of a stutterer, so it was difficult to get a clean take. But I got it finally, and I was a little lazy on the video because I was so tired by that point and I wanted to get it up. And then I realized I said the S word for unalived, which is a YouTube no-no. So I had to go back and bleep that out. But I got it in a minute, and that's the video that I got the best hits off of. I got around 2,000, about almost halfway to 3,000 at this point. Yeah, that's pretty good. And I think the main reason is because I referenced Rick and Morty. I think that's why I got so many hits, is I referenced Rick and Morty. But it got a lot of likes at first, and then it kind of fizzled out. And then after it got a certain level of likes and hit things, the hate comments came out. All the rude comments came out, which don't bother me because, honestly, I can use constructive criticism, which, and they're not hates that they don't agree with my opinion. They're hates this is a bad video, which is fine. That's okay. I don't care. So while that was blowing up, I thought, I did the Kim Kardashian video and I did the red pill take about how horrible it is, and nobody liked that. I said, you know what? I'm going to look into this and try to give a fresh take to it. So I looked into it and I found out that the readership for GQ magazine is actually almost 50% female. So it's not really a men's magazine. So I thought, well, once you realize that, you understand why they chose her as Men of the Year, because they're trying to appeal to female readers. So if you look at it from that perspective, it's not a bad pick. So I made a short 1-minute video that kind of explained all that. And it was pretty good. It was pretty good. But my main thing with it was that nobody liked the red pill. Let's try to do a positive one and see if people like that. And I did it, and it got about 500 views. And I don't know. I don't know which is better or worse. I don't even know if, this is something worth exploring. But I did have fun making it. And I'm figuring out the cool styles and how to do the cuts, how to make the dialogue, and everything's going quicker for me now. So that's good. I learned a lot off of that. But yeah, and then also during this time I made these puppy videos. I made these don't really take that much effort because it's just me filming my dogs. So, and I did the dialogue myself. But how I came up with those is that I was looking for what got hits, and I found this girl here. Her name's Andrea Subotic, and her videos are not good. They're not good. I mean, they're not horrible, but they're not funny. And most of them are just her taking audio of something that is funny and just redoing it, the characters, all as herself. Just from one side, she films herself, and then from the other side, she films herself. And she's just miming the words. And they get 5 million views, 12 million. I was just like, how is this possible? And the only thing that made sense to me is that she's pretty. She's pretty. So I was like, well, what can I do that's like that? And so I was like, well, I got these cute dogs here. I could use the dogs. And I thought it was just funny. It'd be a funny concept to redo her videos, but with dogs, And so I did a couple of those. And this one got 200 views. and it's actually pretty good. But while I'm watching it, I think the pacing is a little wrong. It's a little too fast. But that's how long her video was. But I added more stuff in, so then it comes off like you can't keep up with it. I think that's a problem. Lesson learned. But also, like, I was thinking that I needed to do red pill content at that time that I made this video. And so I put kind of a pill spin at the end of it. And I don't think people like that. I think it was the word using the B word. And I just think, I had this cute, fun video going, and then I flipped it at the end. And I mean, I thought it was kind of a unique take to do that, but I think that people don't like that. And I think that's why it really didn't go anywhere. And then this one I made basically off of that concept. And they both gotten 100 views. I don't know. I don't know if there's something worth exploring, but I probably will do them just because they are fun to do. But that's the main problem I think I'm having right now in my journey, is that I got this extreme red pill stuff. I have kind of the people pleaser approach that I took with the Rick and Morty. That's probably the best. And then I got like, the stuff I want to say. And then I got these dog videos that are just cute and fun. There's really no continuity to my channel at this point. And it's mainly because I'm trying things out, I don't know. I'm learning. Right now I'm learning. And I'm also finding my voice, as part of the journey. But I noticed I got a lot of subscribers off the Rick and Morty video. But when they went and looked at my other content, because at one point it was up to like 27 subscribers, I'm all the way back down to 8. And I think it's because my other content is, I really think it's like the Body Shame Squad I need to remove. I don't think people get the joke of that. And then it's just, it comes across douchey with they're just looking at these girls. I think that's how it's presenting me. And it really was kind of meant as a joke, but I don't think people get the joke. I think they're actually offended by it. And I think that some of the stuff I did was a little, while I was learning, I think that turns people off that it brought in. But I don't know necessarily, like, that might be my crowd in the future, so I'm hesitant to remove things. But I figure, like, I should remove any video that doesn't get a decent amount of views and just keep the top views. That's kind of like my new approach that I'm going to try out, I guess. But I just don't have enough content. So in a month, I'm going to do another one of these videos, and I'll probably just start weeding out the bad videos off of my thing. That's all I can think to do. But yeah, that's where I'm at in this journey. And I'll post another one of these in a month. If anybody is remotely interested, which I don't think they will. It's more just for me to listen to later after I've done this for a while and just to see how far I've come. But yeah, I'm getting the software down, and I'm getting all the ins and outs. If anybody has any criticism or advice, I'll gladly take it if anybody listened. Yeah, thanks for listening, man. That's it.